We are making a rage game about a man trying to climb the corporate ladder on rollerblades. And in the first devlog, I covered the first 2 months of development where we created our first prototype and our first character. And today, we're going to take our character from this to this, starting from November. But before we dive in, I wanted to announce that we are running a speedrun competition with $2,200 in prizes. The competition starts the second the game launches on December 2nd. Consider wishlisting. If you want to learn more, watch our video explaining all of the details. Okay, back to the video. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but our original character had some incorrect proportions. And so before committing to a final design, we decided to swap to a more appropriate model in the interim. Because he's a free asset, he comes already pre-rigged. So he's got bendy toes. These like diamond squares are the IK points. The individual joints will follow the diamonds. You know, sit on the floor, do a yoga pose.
Some cat cows.
Oh yeah.
He's working now.
You had to find the one that looks the most like an assassin.
He does. He's very Agent 47 coded.
Then I slapped on some makeshift rollerblades. I added a couple of knee pads. I strapped on the same rollerblades onto the bottom of his feet.
He's ready to get to work. It's so funny because the bottom of his feet are not touching the ground.
Do you think anyone will notice? Do you think anyone will be like, wait a second? All of our playtesters have never mentioned it. We tried to squeeze him in as close as possible because he's actually like underneath, he's a ball. When he's on like tight ramps and stuff, he brings his elbows in. So it feels more real.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
We added a max speed slider. And so the max speed slider just gives you an idea of like where you stand in terms of speed.
Interesting.
So we started October 1st. It is now December 1st. It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have the ragdoll, of course. So this is us. We activated an automatic ragdoll button. So when you trigger it, it just pops you into ragdoll mode.
Yeah, he has no joints.
He can take a beating, I'll say that. Corporate ladder's not going to stop this guy.
Dude, if you don't have the grit to take a fan at 300 miles per hour, you don't have the grit to make it in the business world.
Make the corner office.
Now, the reason we're using a temporary free asset is because it lets us figure out what we need the character to do before we go and spend the time and money building out our final character. Like, for example, having our character hang.
Oh my god, the hang is so funny. That's perfect for stream. Every failure, you're going to be hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, so we got these like moving platforms. I don't know if we could do something with this.
And this is also something you can't do at Monkey Ball. You know, this is not, you never see them in any pose outside of inside the ball. So
we have grabbing platforms.
Oh, snap.
The orange bits are sticky.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a cool puzzle.
You often get a desync between the two, causing stuttering. Cheated a bit to fix that.
We felt the ragdoll was causing too much stuttering, and so we locked the feed into place. And now he's in like spider mode.
Yeah, he's kind of like a frog or a spider.
Yeah, frog mode. We were always concerned about how do you get vertical lift? But with this, we have another way of getting vertical lift. Yeah, so now we have these like pendulum things that swing you. So we were thinking about trying like you could, drive across.
Oh, having to drop and then.
And we have jump pads.
Yeah, this is good.
So this is actually what he looks like when he's rolling around. This is just invisible. If you grabbed onto the side of the edge, there was no way to recover, which was kind of like unfun. There's this concept called coyote time. If the player over a couple frames is actually across and then they hit the jump button, when they enable the person to jump sort of midair, it feels infinitely better, even though it's like wrong. But Celeste for sure does a ton of coyote time. I think even Dead Cells does it. When you're on the edge, we give you a little bit more torque to pull you up the edge, so you have a chance of actually recovering. It is now mid-December, baby. I don't know if you can hear, but we added some rollerblading sounds.
Those are like grind sounds, yeah.
Yeah, but also we're starting to really get a feel for what our character should move like. So this here is sort of our flowy jump area. So honestly, these jumps are like a 5th iteration. Getting more height lets the player like spot their landing and feels really good.
Camera's really nice too. I mean, the way it tracks him. It's like surprisingly easy to get into a flow. It's fun. It's fun when you're going fast.
Yeah.
And then you catch a big amount of air, and you can just
clutch it up. Yeah.
Okay, got the grab. Nice.
In December, Atrioc had an idea to run a streamer A/B test to see what kind of level design would provide the best streamable experience. So we built 2 game levels to try. One that has very distinct sections where if you beat each section, there's no risk of falling back down. But each section is very big, each with their own unique ramps and jumps. And the second is one massive level with no recovery, just pain, suffering, and falling. Let's start with the big one.
If I had to guess, they didn't start me off on the final boss, so to speak. And now he's cruising. And now everyone in chat's losing their mind. Probably some pogs. We need to get up and over. But already this is more visually appealing than the previous level design. I already feel my height, you know? Now I'm getting a little nervous from the height. I simply don't want to fall. And I've made it to heights that few gamers could ever achieve. Look at all that I've conquered in just my few minutes playing this game. I am just, wow, so far to go. Yaw, yeet! Yaw, yeet! I'm King Kong, staring down at my kingdom. Come on now. Come on now. Ah! That's fucking incredibly fun. That's such a fun mechanic. And it puts him here. Yeesh! Section 1? I thought that was the game, bro. I'm done. I'm sweaty. Okay. Frog. Oh no! I shouldn't have frogged! This is the part of the stream when I would put on really loud music about grinding. Oh fuck. Yeah. Yes, dude. New record. I rise to the challenge right here, right now. Get the speed. You're kidding me. I didn't lose that much. I'm gonna fucking scream. Okay. No, I'm not doing it again. All right. No, dude. I did it. I got to the end. Everyone saw it.
Now, for the second level, I had a really hard time putting together a cohesive collage of clips. The levels were really cramped. You just couldn't see where you were going. And even though it had a lot of elements that actually make it into the final game, it just didn't provide good gameplay footage. And so we decided to combine the two. The first level was too punishing, but it made for a great stream experience. Our fake chat loved how they could see what's next. The second level was actually more fun to play, but it was too cramped. So we wanted big open levels that if you beat them, you'd be safe. But you can see the objective. Here's an example of a new level. The level stacks on top of each other to catch players when they fall. It's nice and open so you can see your objective, and it doesn't feel too cramped. And with that, we felt ready to start designing our main character. So I asked, most generic looking white male, age 24 from the United States.
Okay.
Maybe not the most average American. I said the most generic looking white male who's bald and not attractive.
Jeez, still really attractive. That guy's probably hotter than the last one. That guy's probably a supermodel.
National Geographic did a research study of the most average American by compositing 1 million faces of an average American, and they still look attractive. So I think their data set's all wrong. And I made him bald, and then I made him more bald.
Okay, now we're
but
getting
he's
somewhere.
Still attractive. And I was definitely more thinking, this guy.
What does Midjourney say? Check this out.
Wow.
Yeah, I was getting crazy. Bottom left, maybe, is what I was kind of thinking.
This feels so dystopian that it's like we're choosing a model.
Yeah. But this
line of I threw together some roller skate concept designs.
I think the second one in the bottom there is so funny. It's a video game. They're just magic. I don't know. The wheels are on the bottom. I don't know how he did it, but he figured it out. No idea of the wheels matching the tie, though. I think that's funny.
That is funny. And with that, we had our concept design to send to our character artist to start building our final character, but we needed to start working on sounds.
The next problem we had was that we didn't have, good sounds when the guy was hitting the wall or falling on the floor. We need to get some oofs.
So there's three different kinds. There's the light oof. So we're gonna need light oofs. We're gonna need medium oofs, and then we're gonna need bone crunching, you fall in at 200 kilometers an hour. Oofs.
Okay. It just fell on me. Yeah, I don't know.
I like
guess
how
that-
you went for the ukulele of all things.
Oh, like those for light, but then like you went like ow. We'll see if any of this is usable. I mean, this could be just for a vlog, you know. I think we end up getting sounds.
Last thing we want to show you, Walter just got us our first prototype. So obviously he's a little janky. He's missing facial features.
A face is a big thing.
But his wheels move up and down, left and right. And it just looks kind of good.
Yeah, it looks great.
How do you feel about the helmet?
He's not bald enough for the helmet.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it's smart that you put the rollerblades where you did.
It's been almost a month, but we've integrated them into the game. And we got flinging, baby. So when you move your joystick, you slap around, it
a little bit lenient on the grab. What's beautiful about this character specifically is that jank is so forgivable. Because it's a bald man in a suit with rollerblades. It just jank's the name of the game. We call it the grunt index, where is it likely to make a streamer grunt when they're trying to do it? Yeah. Oh, get up there! You know, like that's perfect. Oh my god, it is really janky though.
Okay, the one thing that was missing, the little juice. We added like a cloth physics.
Yeah, at first we tried with actual cloud physics, but
Yeah, that's this.
it's way too unruly. Like it's all over the place. It's flipping upside down.
But you can kind of see the cloth physics just makes it feel like an actual suit now.
Yeah, adds more life to the character.
Like if you look really closely, we're moving up and down like two pieces of the geometry
Right.
to make it look like it's flapping.
And the speed is also based on the character's speed and its direction. So it flaps from left to right, depending if you're turning.
When you see it, you can start to envision like how it would be used in game if we did it properly, and it makes such a big difference. That looks great. I really like that. Can we take like his whole face and just like when you zoom out, it looks a little bit funnier? Can we try shrinking it some more? I kind of like that personally. What if we?
I like it. I like it as
You
well.
like it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah, sweet. Can we talk about the coat? If we had a cut in the back, it's definitely oddly
But you-
proportioned.
His legs are tiny. Do you like having like these pad things with wheels coming out?
Yeah, I think those are great. I think that's really cool. You can see the hands, so it feels a little like wacky. This is originally what we had, and like this is almost more goofy as opposed to the shoes. Oh yeah, and then yeah, just cutting a hole open like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, just like add a strap, make it mesh, and then we're good to go. And here it is, the finalized design, with all of the extra details that just bring him to life, including hair follicles and updates to the roller hand blade things. And it ends up taking us a lot longer to get it into the game, which I'll cover in the final devlog, which also covers the art of our game and will come out the same time the game releases on December 2nd. So make sure to go wishlist the game to help the Steam algorithm pick us up. It really helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.